లోక్సభలో పాస్ అయిన ట్రిపుల్ తలాక్ బిల్పై రాజ్యసభలో చర్చ మొదలైంది. అయితే బిల్ను స్టాండింగ్ కమిటీకి పంపాలని విపక్షాలు పట్టుబట్టడంతో సభలో గందరగోళం ఏర్పడింది. ప్రస్తుతం సభ లైవ్లో చూద్దాం.
There are umpteen occasions in the House when the ministers sometimes will move and then after that speak, or speak and after that move. There are umpteen occasions. There is no harm in that. Whatever he said is on record. Now you can move your amendment if you want. You can move your amendment. That's okay. Give me some time. That's okay. Give me some time. That's enough. No, that's enough. Speak it. You said for some time. Now your amendment. Sir, give me chairman, sir. Give me some time. That's okay. Give me some time. That's enough. Sir, you spoke. Some time. He was speaking. He has not finished, sir. Sir, you already made it. Sir, हम क्यों चाहते हैं कि ये सदन बिल? No, हम क्यों चाहते हैं? No long speech. हम इसलिए चाहते हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के फैसले के बाद 3 तलाक हो रहा है और लोकसभा के पारित होने के बाद भी 3 तलाक हो रहा है. ये 27 तारीख को 3 तलाक दिया गया, ये 30 तारीख को 3 तलाक दिया गया. ये सदन खामोश है. मिस्टर नाउ इज नॉट आनी. महिला बेटियों के पक्ष में खड़े हो और मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी से अपील करूंगा. कांग्रेस पार्टी आपने उस हाउस में इसको अनाउंस किया है. आप इस कौन आने शर्मा क्यों है? कांग्रेस पार्टी इज हैविंग double time. Does the Congress party stand for the rights of that's okay. I'd like to know from the Anna Sharma, did you move? Already moved. I moved, sir. Yeah, it is on record. Off. His mic was off. Okay. No, as long as his mic is off, how can it be recorded? So I'm moving the resolution. Okay. I'm moving. Okay, move. Move the resolution. Please move.
Sir, the resolution for which I have given the notice that this House, being strongly committed to women empowerment and women's rights, refers the Muslim Women Protection and Rights on Marriage Bill 2017 as passed by the Lok Sabha to a select committee of the Rajya Sabha comprising of the following members for parliamentary scrutiny and to ensure complete justice for the Muslim women and safeguarding their interest and welfare. Sir, the members which I have proposed for the select committee, 3 from the INC, Srimati Renuka Chaudhary, Shri K. Rahman Khan, Shri Vivek Tankha, from the AIADMK, Shri Namrit Krishnan, from the All India Trinamool Congress, Shri Derek O'Brien, Samajwadi Party, Shri Javed Ahmed, BSP, Shri Sutesh Chandra Mishra, DMK, Shri Tiruchi Siva, NCP, Mr. Majid Memon, CPIM, Shri KK Ragesh, TDP, Shri CM Ramesh, BJD, Shri Prasanna Acharya, RJD, Ms. Misha Bharti, JMM, BJD, RJD, Misha Bharti, okay. JMM, Sanjeev Kumar, Communist Party of India, CPI, Mr. D. Raja, IUML, Abdul Wahab, nominated Shri KTS Tulsi. The select committee report be presented to the House in the first week of the budget session for the bill to be taken up for further consideration and passing. And the BJP, the government may give its names.
Okay, thank you. Now, Sri Sugandhar Shekhar Rao, your amendment.
I beg your permission to move that the bill be referred to the select committee.
No, you are moved it. Yes. Okay.
Sir, I have a serious objection both on merits and also the procedure which has been followed. So if you kindly turn to the rule cited by Mr. Anand Sharma, under which he moved the amendment, and it's Rule 70, Sub-Rule 2A. Now, Rule 70, Sub-Rule 2A is in Chapter 9. Chapter 9 of the Rule of Procedure is bills originating in the Council. This is not a bill originating in the Council. It's a bill which originated in the House, that is the Lok Sabha, and has been transmitted to the Council. So this is not the applicable rule. The applicable rule under the circumstances would be Rule 125,
That is ours. That is also ours.
No, please.
Rule 125. And Rule 125 is, any member, if the bill has not already been referred to a joint committee of the House, but not otherwise has moved an amendment for the bill, be referred to a select committee. If such a motion is carried, the bill shall be referred to a select committee, and the rules regarding the select committee on the bills originating in the council shall apply. Now, how do you move an amendment? You move an amendment under Rule 232. Now, this amendment involves the rights of each member. Whether a bill should be passed today, it should be discussed today, or it should be referred to the select committee. This bill has already been circulated 2-3 days in advance. Notice of an amendment to a motion shall be given at least 1 day before the day on which a motion is to be considered, unless the chairman allows the amendment to be moved without such a notice.
Please, let him say.
We are taken by surprise.
Listen to him.
Now the House is taken by surprise that when we all assemble here after 3 o'clock, a motion is suddenly submitted to us. A motion is suddenly, this motion has not been given 1 day before. And a new procedure is followed, and the motion has to be, please, the motion has to be,
Please, let
me complete.
Let me complete.
The motion has to be given at least 24 hours in advance. The motion has to have a consent of all the members who have agreed to be on the committee. And the procedure with regard to committees in the House is that there is always a proportionate representation in accordance with the strength of all political parties. Suddenly you pick up. What is the kind of parliamentary practice that you are creating? What is the... You give a void motion and say, only members representing a particular group will be on a committee of parliament. Sorry, no. So tomorrow, what is the practice you are setting? That tomorrow if there is, tomorrow if parliamentary committees are appointed, in whichever house a party has a majority, everybody of that particular party will constitute 100% of the committee. This has never happened since 1952 in this parliament. For the first time, breaking all parliamentary convention and precedents, an invalid motion is moved that everybody must represent a particular political group and all sections of the house must be represented on that committee.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, please. Let him complete.
And therefore,
let him complete. He is raising a point of order.
Please have your say.
Let him
I
complete.
have never come across a motion not submitted 24 hours in advance which says it be referred to a select committee and I will give the names of the members orally at the time when I move the motion. So that 24 hours, you can condone it, but has the chair said that I allow you to give the names orally of people in the house and just take the house by surprise at that moment, and everybody should belong to only one political group? So you've been in this house for long enough. Do you remember a single precedent where an invalid motion of this kind is given, that only members representing a particular group? And the reason why, sir, the reason why it should not be referred to a select committee, and there is a good reason why. This practice of instant divorce, please. Yes. We can discuss. Sorry. Sir, there is a good reason why it should not be referred.
He is the leader of the house. He is the leader of the house. Leader of the house. He cannot explain. Listen to the leader. Yes. He is the leader of the house. He is the leader of the house. You listen. discussion. Leader of the House
Sir, I will only give an argument relevant for the purposes why it should not be referred to a select committee. I am not getting into the merits. What is the reason that this bill has come about?
Consider. Yeah.
The reason this bill has come about is that this practice of an instant divorce was declared to be unconstitutional.
No, listen. Let it be over. Let the leader of the House complete. I will allow you point of order. I will allow you. No, I will give the. Why are you worried? I will give the ruling. Let the leader of the House complete. No.
Well, the House must apply its mind why it should not be
Only
referred.
LOH.
There is nothing mechanical that Mr. Anand Sharma has moved the motion, it should be referred to a select committee. Sorry.
No, please.
The whole country is watching that in the other house you supported the bill and in this house you are trying to derail the bill.
Okay. I mean, now sit down. No. See, you don't want me to give ruling? No.
Let me complete, sir.
No,
there is
sir.
a good reason I am saying.
No. No, please. Let him complete. He is the leader of the House. He is the leader of the House. I have to allow him. No, sit down. No, let us also. No. Unless you allow some order. No, Anand Sharma ji, baithe. Let me say. I will allow you. I will allow you. I will allow you.
Let me complete.
Sit down. 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 I will let go. Sit down. Baba, sit down. Sit down. My dear, sit down. Sit down, please. Arey, Rupala ji, my dear. What is this? You are minister. My dear. I will allow you. I will allow you. I will allow you. Please, honorable members, आप लोग बैठिए please. Trustee benches, why making noise? Honorable members, you should understand the position of the chair. Understand, the honorable LOH, leader of the House, is speaking. I allowed him. It is our duty to listen to that. Number one. Number two, he has raised a point of order for which it is for me to reply. Why do you worry about that? I will give a ruling on that. Now, number three, if there are other points of order, I will allow. I have already noted request for point of order from Derek O'Brien, from Anand Sharma and Naresh Agarwal, who always raise on point of order, issues on point of order. Yeah, I am allowing it. I will allow. But it is incumbent on the members. It is our duty to listen to the leader of the House, whatever he says. It may not be palatable to you or to anybody, but you have to listen to that. That is the first thing. After that, I will allow Derek O'Brien, Anand Sharma and after that, I will give the ruling on what you have raised and you have raised. If you want to cooperate like that, we will proceed. Otherwise, I will adjourn now. Like this. I am not very particular. If no one is interested, why should the chair alone be interested? LOH, did you complete?
Sir.
Please complete your point of view.
Sir.
It is his right and you have to listen to that.
The reason I made the point that there is a motion of this kind is invalid for the reason not circulated yesterday not even giving the names of the members, not being in consonance with the proportionate representation, which is the clear parliamentary practice and a precedent which has become a part of parliamentary law, and the consent of the members, and the reason being why it should not be referred, that when the practice was declared to be unconstitutional, this was on the 22nd of August 2017. Two of the judges who otherwise did not hold the practice to be unconstitutional but held it to be unfair, held the practice to be unfair, used their extraordinary power to suspend this practice for a period of 6 months. Those 6 months start from the 22nd of August and expire on the 22nd of February itself. And then they said, and the language they used, para 199 of the judgment, that we are now using our power under Article 142, suspending this practice for a period of 6. Yes, this is the reason why it should not be referred. For a period of 6 months.
You can rebut it. Why do you worry?
And if you beseech, the word they use is, we beseech all political parties. Therefore, within this period, you come out with an appropriate legislation to this effect.
Okay.
And therefore, the practice remains, as far as those two opinions are concerned, suspended for a period of 6 months. Therefore, there is an urgency that the country expects from Parliament, and that urgency is that this practice is unlawful. Some people have come and said, we will still defy the judgment and resort to this particular practice, and therefore the legislature must act with a sense of responsibility, act expeditiously, and therefore what has been declared to be unconstitutional, give it a legislative change. Now to say that we must continue to wait indefinitely because one political party which supported this practice in the lower house and has been making a public statement that we support this bill, but in this house is now creating all kinds of obstacles. This can become a practice as far as that political party.
Now, Derek O'Brien, what's your point of order?
I want a ruling from you. Is there any parliamentary practice that a committee of this kind, which excludes the entire ruling party and its allies, be ever constituted or has ever been constituted in this house?
Okay.
Please give a ruling and then hold this resolution to
Derek O'Brien. No, I have called him.
Sir.
Derek O'Brien.
सर वो भाषण
Derek O'Brien में
दिया गया है इस हाउस के अंदर भाषण तो जल्दी बोलो झुक जाएगा। देश को तोड़ने की जो बात करते हैं उनके साथ समझौता मत कीजिए।
Derek O'Brien.
Sir, my point of order is, if you have admitted 125, by virtue of you admitting 125, you have also gone past Rule 232. So Rule 232 is not applicable. If you said one has not, Mr. Shukendu Shekhar Roy is in order, we should have a vote on this. We should have a division on this to send this to. We want this bill. We want this bill, but the bill is faulty. The bill is faulty. You need consultation. You need consultation. You need ribbon.
Okay.
Have a vote on this.
All right.
Vote on this.
All right.
Vote to send it to a select.
Anand Sharma.
Vote to send it. Consult. Who have you consulted? Who have you consulted? Who have you
Anand
consulted
Sharma.
in the Supreme Court? Who have you consulted in the Supreme Court?
Anand
The
Sharma.
legislature will consult. Talk to groups. How many women's groups have we spoken to?
Anand Sharma.
How many women's groups have we spoken to? How many women's groups
Don't be angry.
have we spoken to the women in their cabinet?
Derek, sit down.
You have
Sit down, Derek.
You will fall under
Derek, sit down.
We want this bill.
I heard you, sit
But
down.
we do not want a faulty bill. We do not want a faulty bill.
Anand Sharma. Anand Sharma.
1 minute.
I'll call you. Anand Sharma. What's your point of order?
Sir, the Honorable Leader of the House has refer to the notice given by me. I'll request Honorable Minister and others, as we heard the Leader of the House.
I will deal with that.
Kindly do not interrupt. That's my request. It's a serious matter. We all are deliberating.
I will deal with that.
Sir,
I will deal with that.
Sir, number one, I will, please. Now the Law Minister is becoming...
सबके इज्जत है, महिलाओं
He
की
is
इज्जत,
interrupting.
महिलाओं की सुरक्षा, खवातीनों की.
He is interrupting me. He is interrupting.
Don't interrupt, please.
Sir,
Shriman, just take their seat.
again a cabinet minister. अरे,
आपका गुनाह है, आनंद सभा बताए, क्या महिलाओं की
मैं
इज्जत,
बताता हूँ,
खवातीनों की
ये
इज्जत,
महिलाओं के अगर आपको चिंता है,
ये बताइए हमको.
सर, अगर ये राजनीति की बात है, सुनिए, अगर जो नेता सदन ने कहा है, अब आप बैठ जाइए. सर, जो नेता सदन ने कहा है, मुझे एक बात कहनी है. मैंने जो प्रस्ताव सदन के सामने लाया है, मेरे आरंभिक शब्द स्पष्ट है कि ये सदन महिलाओं के अधिकार का सम्मान करता है. हमने ये भी कहा है कि हम इस बिल के समर्थन करते हैं. हमने सत्ताधारी दल को अपने नाम देने को कहा है. आई हैव बीन वेरी क्लियर. The leader of the house is wrong in saying that we are excluding the ruling party. Sir, check the record. I have first said that the names of the ruling party, the BJP and the NDA will be given by the government. So we are not irresponsible. Second, sir, if you look at Rajya Sabha at work, this is within the rights of the chair to allow. And sir, now the ruling party is raising slogans. They are not allowing me even to speak. Please, sir, just see what's going on. Let the country see. अरे महिला विरोधी तो आप है. महिला आरक्षण कराओ. महिला आरक्षण पास करो. महिला आरक्षण कहाँ है? महिला आरक्षण कहाँ गया? कहाँ है महिला आरक्षण? पूछे इनसे. हमने तो पास किया था. इन्होंने 3.5 साल से क्यों नहीं किया? अगर आपको महिलाओं की चिंता है, रिजर्वेशन का बिल लाओ. सेशन को इसी सेशन में लाओ. So let them bring the women reservation bill, since they are saying they are the only champions. Please, for all the women of India, bring the women reservation bill.
साहबानों का फैसला अभी भी कांग्रेस के सर में है. साहबानों का फैसला एक ही चीज का अभी भी कांग्रेस के सर में है. इस मुल्क की महिलाओं के लिए, बहनों के लिए, बेटियों के लिए उनको तैयार. साहबानों का फैसला अभी भी वही कांग्रेस का है.
Please follow the rules. Sir, I also seek your ruling on a related this matter. I also seek your ruling. One is that yesterday the Leader of the House, all the leaders of the political parties, the Honorable Chairman, the concerned ministers and Honorable Chair, sir, this issue was discussed yesterday in depth in the BAC, and the Chairman had said that tomorrow when it comes before the House, you bring the motion. Yeah. It is the Chairman, sir. Check the record of the BAC. So this is unfair to say that we are not responsible and only they are responsible. And second, we are not opposing, we are supporting.
Well, did the Chairman tell you break the rules?
We are not hypocrites. We are
did
not.
The Chairman tell you file an invalid motion?
There are umpteen precedents.
You don't blame anybody for
Anand Sharma ji.
Sir, I'm just completing. Allow me, I'll just complete in 2 sentences.
See,
I also want...
both motions are allowed by Chairman.
Sir, I also want your ruling.
Both motions are allowed by Chairman. What is the both amendments?
Sir, I also want your ruling. Sir, I also want your ruling. Sukhendu, 1 minute. Sir, I also want your ruling that when a bill is brought before the Parliament and one House has already passed it, normally we have standing committees and select committees provided for under the rules. I feel that as a legislature, it is the collective duty and bounden duty, constitutional duty of all of us to ensure that any law which is enacted goes through legislative scrutiny so that any flaws or lacunae can be corrected. Parliament cannot be a rubber stamp that they bring the bill and we rubber stamp.
Okay.
And what we have referred to,
What is your point?
referred to is a minority judgment.
See, I think...
Please, I'm not challenging. This house is
I would tell you, no need of harping on this. Chairman has allowed both amendments.
Take objection with respect.
So the technicality is gone. It's already allowed by chairman.
The house is a very eminent jurist. What he has quoted is the minority judgment. The majority judgment of the constitutional bench has declared it as void. And even if it is 22nd of February, which he says, what we have said, bring it in the first week of the budget session. We are very clear about it. Your budget session is starting end of January.
Both sides should sit together
let it go through
and discuss and come to an agreement rather than fighting here.
Bad law. What you are doing is not what the judgment is.
What is that?
Honorable Chairman.
I get.
Honorable Chairman.
माननीय सभापति जी संविधान में
Give some suggestion to solve.
Honorable Chairman.
संविधान में आर्टिकल 80 और 81 को अगर आप पढ़े, दो सदनों की हमारे संरचना की गई कि अगर एक सदन कहीं गलती करे तो दूसरा सदन इसको तय कर ले। 80-81 में बिल्कुल साफ दिया और इसी मारे राज्यसभा का गठन पहले हुआ। श्रीमन रूल 125 हम लोग महिला बिल के विरोधी नहीं है, लेकिन हमारा कहना है कि समाज के सब वर्ग महिलाओं को, चाहे हिंदू हो, चाहे मुसलमान हो, चाहे सिख हो, चाहे ईसाई हो, सब महिलाओं को लिए एक कानून आना चाहिए। सिर्फ एक वर्ग की महिलाओं सभी वर्ग की महिलाओं के लिए एक सब 125 में सेलेक्ट कमेटी का प्रोविजन इसी मारे रखा गया है। 125 में सेलेक्ट कमेटी का प्रोविजन इसी मारे रखा गया है कि अगर एक सदन से कोई चीज पास होके आ जाए उसको स्क्रूटनी करने के लिए 125 का है और 232 की जो बात कर रहे हैं ठीक है वो उसी के साथ में है। आपने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है, वोटिंग कराइए, आप वोटिंग सेलेक्ट कमेटी के लिए डिवीजन की मांग करते हैं।
Amendment has already been accepted by chairman. Already. Now, please. Now, yes, Kapil Sibal. Point of order?
Yes, I want to.
Okay.
No, sir, I want to clarify.
It is very clear.
Sir, I am,
now you,
sir, if I will permit. Permit, please, sir.
Yes, Kapil Sibal. You speak.
Allow me to speak. Sir, I have great respect for the distinguished leader of the House, but when he intervened, he referred to the judgment of the Supreme Court, and I want to correct the record because I appeared in the case on behalf of the Muslim Personal Law Board, and I wish to correct the record. What the leader of the House said was in relation to the minority judgment. There were 3 judgments in the case. The judgment that was referred to by the leader of the House was a minority judgment. The majority judgment already holds and the leader of the House is gone when he says that a period of 6 months has already been given. And the judgment says that once the bill is introduced in any house, that period of 6 months
No, you are a lawyer.
till such time as the bill is passed.
Okay, that's fine.
There is no urgency.
He was a lawyer.
Because the Maharashtra judgment itself says
So that's okay.
that period of 6 months will continue once they have been introduced to the house. We support this bill.
I heard you.
But we are against the criminalization. We support this bill, but we are against criminalization.
should be adjourned.
by the ruling party.
If you don't allow me,
They should act.
then I will adjourn.
सर आप डिवीजन करिए, आप डिवीजन करिए, इसको सिलेक्ट कमेटी में भेजने के लिए आप डिवीजन करिए, आप डिवीजन करिए, इसको सिलेक्ट करने के लिए जो मेजॉरिटी डिसीजन होगा वो फैसला करेगी। हम कह रहे हैं कि ये सिलेक्ट कमेटी को जाए,
Your amendment is in order.
पोजीशन से कहाँ जाए, ये सिलेक्ट कमेटी को जाए, आप डिवीजन करिए।
Chairman has waived the technicality of not giving the amendment one day in advance. Therefore, both amendments are valid. Both amendments are valid. So I will have to adjourn. I will have to adjourn. That's only way. No. Otherwise, you give me no.
Sir, don't adjourn. Have the division. In democracy, the majority prevails. In democracy, if in this house, there is no order. In this house, there is no order. The majority will not prevail. Then where will it prevail? No. Let us have the division. Let us have the division. Let us decide by division. Whosoever has the number, whichever the party, whichever group has the number, let the decision be in his favor.
I cannot conduct without order. I am going to adjourn.
Division.
What do I do?
जब कोई निर्णय नहीं होता है इस सदन में, डिवीजन करिए।
What do I do?
डिवीजन करिए।
I cannot have division. Then there is no order.
डिवीजन हो
There is no order. Make
Let the
them
lobbies be clear.